Mike, I actually heard an NFL player say this one time, that with the schedule, there's no time to dwell on a loss. You just got to move on. Is it kind of the same way with you guys? You got to just move past it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what you always do, win or a loss. You take the negatives and positives, build on it, and then move on to the next one. And then get your team that's healthy, ready to play the next week. And every week it's a different team.
So, Coach, you kept Cepho in, to be competitive, keep that game going. At what point does the health of your quarterback become a concern where you can't keep him
We wanted
anymore?
to get him in rhythm. We got that drive going, and we hadn't been in rhythm on an offense. And we were hitting plays, right down the field. It looked really good, trying to give him confidence.
Is there, at any point, have you thought about making a change to that position?
No.
Coach, 2.5 years in now to this rebuild, how is it, the difficulty of it compared to kind of what you expected coming in?
It's no different. Duke University was the worst BCS football team in America, and Colorado was the worst football team in America in BCS when I came here. It took them 5 years to win 6 games, and then they went 10-10, and they'll win 10 again this year. You cannot fix a program that's down as far as the others in a quick fix. There's no doubt about it, and especially in the conference we play in. There's no doubt about it. And we'll get there. We just got to keep pushing and keep going.
People are saying that the Arizona game is going to be the game that really defines this season. Is that an assessment?
I think every football game defines a football team. There is no single game that defines any team whatsoever. I think everybody said Hawaii defined the season. So every game defines a season, period.
Obviously, we know what the end result was, but when you went back and looked at film, what positives did you see coming out of that game?
Well, I saw us make some big plays on offense. I saw us, our field goal kicker's still kicking really, really well. We're doing a good job there. Defensively, we made some plays, but then we give up. We busted 2 coverages. You can't do that on things that we've been doing since day one. I have no idea why in the world we busted them, but that's what happens. And very simple things. So we got to do a better job of coaching it. That's what we got to do.
How did your inside linebackers feel?
They did okay, especially one that twisted his ankle in about the 3rd play of the game and kept playing with it, which is very, he gave all he had. So we're really, really thin.
You've had Alex Kinney's had 3 punts, 2 that were blocked, 1 that was tipped. Is that line issues, or is that him being a little bit too slow?
It's one guy's fault. One guy's fault. And it's been the same guy.
How do you fix that?
Protection?
To replace him.
What about the offensive line? How did they, with moving people around the other night, how did you feel like they played?
They played okay. It was tough on them. They're really good D-line, really good. They put a lot of pressure on you. When we got behind, we had to throw a little bit more, and we'd like to keep them off balance, because when you can do that and you can run into some of their blitzes, you can hit some. And then a couple of them, we were trying to hit some shots downfield, which we knew would take a little bit longer. And a couple of them, the guys were open, and we didn't have a chance to get off. A couple of them we got off. So you would have liked to keep the game more in check. Therefore, we would have been able not to have to pass quite as much, and I think that would have helped our offensive line.
Some people are wondering what's wrong with Cepho. Has it been not difficult, not enough protection from his offensive line? Chad Brown said last week that he's taken a step back compared to last year. Where is he falling short, or what is the reason for his struggles, or what are the reasons that should be pointed on?
Well, I think that, number one, we need to play better all across the board on offense. And it's been a combination of things that hadn't always been his fault. I think that's, of course, the quarterback always gets all the blame no matter what, and he gets all the credit no matter what. We just gotta execute better is the best way to put it in every phase. A little bit with Cepho, a little bit with receivers, a little bit with the offensive line, a little bit with the running backs. And if you mesh all that up, for some reason we haven't executed as well as we would like, and we need to do that this Saturday. I expect us to.
Is it too early to tell whether you'll have Addison, Sam, or Michael back this week?
Addison, Sam. We'll have Sam back. Don't know about Addison and Michael.
I feel like whenever a team loses a couple games, the backup quarterback starts to become the most popular guy around. Can you explain how big the gap is there between Cepho and his backups?
Well, I think Cepho's just, he's played a lot. He's done well. He's big. He's strong. He's competitive. I don't know, I can't say how big the gap is, but we feel like he's better right now.
Is it too early to judge how these guys have come back with their attitude after a loss like that? Did you have good practice?
Yeah, they were focused today, and they're a resilient bunch that always keeps working hard, and We just need to, execute a little bit better on game day.
A little anger in the team after the game the other night.
I sure hope so. Definitely felt like there is. And anger, edge, wanting to reprove themselves, keep getting better, and keep improving yourselves, that type of thing. I definitely feel that there is, for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate it.